Hi, this is Dave, back with another Waltham Abbey Greens video news update. As usual, I'll keep the Green Party stuff to the end because there's more important stuff than that, but there is some quite important Green Party stuff at the end. So let's crack on. Parking is a massive issue that we found that out through surveying, but everyone knows that anyway. The fact is there are more cars than Waltham Abbey can deal with a lot of 2, 3 and 4 car households. I suggested extending parking permit areas very local to me. That didn't go down well, which I didn't expect it to. But the thing is, there's no solution to parking problems here because there are too many cars. All I can suggest is that people are a bit more community spirited. You know, there are a lot of people who need to park outside or close to their homes. There are people with tools and equipment in their vehicles. There were disabled people, there were families with young kids, there were elderly people, and I was talking to a woman the other night who just doesn't feel comfortable walking home from the car park to her home. So if you're not one of those people who needs to park close to your house, please consider using public car parks if you can spend a 2, 3, 4 minute walk back home, so you can free up space for people who do need to park near their homes. As I say, that's not ideal, but we've got too many cars. As you know, I campaign for public transport, but that's a separate issue which I'll come to later. If you don't need to park outside your house, please leave the space for someone that needs to, your next door neighbours, etc. Right, the Next campaign. As you know, Next want to build a massive great distribution centre on Greenbelt land, up to over 700 extra HGV journeys on our roads a day, loss of wildlife habitat, all that stuff, you know about that. I've been asked about it quite a lot. The thing is, we still don't know what's happening. As I understand it, that can't go ahead if the local plan isn't approved, because the land won't be released from the green belt unless the local plan goes through in its current form. The local plan is currently with an independent inspector to assess its viability and its reasonability. So we won't really know anything until that process is done, which is likely to be next year. So, you know, we'll do our best to keep you up to date and keep you informed. Our local surveying has showed that 43% of people oppose it, only 8% support it, and 31% still don't know anything about it. Given the impact that's going to have on the community, that's shocking. So again, we'll do what we can to let you know and keep you up to date with developments. I've been contacted by a few residents about a Hillhouse development. Personally, I would have voted against the whole thing, but to be honest, I think the leisure centre looks pretty good actually. You know, but we do need green spaces. We need independent living housing as well, but green spaces are very important for mental and physical health as well as the obvious environmental benefits. Apparently residents and councillors were taken aback by the scale of the development that's been proposed. That still has to go before the District Development Management Committee. I don't know when that's going to happen. Something is very likely to be built there, but whether what's being proposed is going to be built there or not depends on our district councillors. So make sure you let them know how you feel. For the last few weeks you might have seen the Waltham Abbey Community Campaign's banner rutting awesome, telling people to slow down and to bear in mind that this is the deer rutting season and deer will be running across the roads and their minds will be on things other than road safety. We've been out quite a few times. I think we've raised a lot of awareness. We've certainly had a lot of supportive beeps and thumbs ups from cars going past. Hopefully next year the District Council and or City of London will do a bit more to raise awareness. But Waltham Abbey community campaigns are going to be out for the rest of the rutting season, which is probably till the end of November, with the banner in the mornings just to keep on letting people know. We supported a rally a couple of weeks ago which was organised by Action Against Fox Hunting, with support from Waltham Abbey Community Campaigns and the Epping Forest Wildlife Protection Group, to raise awareness of fox hunting in the district. A fox was killed on a hunt a few weeks back, and as you know, fox hunting is illegal. Hunts aren't meant to hunt foxes. There's another event planned for Saturday 24th November from 12 till 2 in Epping by the market. So please get along if you can. That would be good. Access to the Waltham Abbey tip has been raised with me a few times. Currently, if you've got a van, even if it's domestic waste, you can't go there, you can't use it. You have to go to Harlow, which obviously puts more traffic on the roads. It's a pain in the bum for local residents, taxpayers, and has environmental issues with pollution and stuff like that. So I've contacted Epping Forest District Council to ask if they'd look into introducing a permit scheme. Similar schemes are elsewhere in Hertfordshire and in Essex, where basically you confirm to the council that your waste is domestic and you get a permit to go and take it to the tip. It seems like a very simple solution. It might cut down on fly tipping, don't know, but it would certainly be a great help to people who are Waltham Abbey residents and taxpayers who just want to get rid of waste from their house after a bit of refurbishment. So I think the District Council is looking on it positively, so again I'll let you know and we'll see what happens. Buses, always buses. Since the Arriva taken over the 86, 87 and 66 services, that was very wobbly for a while, but they seem to have settled down a bit, and my personal experience recently has been that they've been pretty good actually. A lot of buses are delayed and late, but that tends to be down to issues beyond their control. You know, there's an awful lot of incidents on the M25 and motorways and other roads, and that will have an impact on the buses, and there's nothing they can do about that. However, we still need to be more reliable, and we still need the late evening bus services back. I've been in touch with the County Council again about the late evening services. They still don't have any money, but they're going to give me contact details for Arriva, and hopefully we'll be able to make a good enough case to them that late evening services will be used for them to at least give them a go. Again, I'll get back to you and let you know what's happening there. A quick note about food banks. I occasionally volunteer at the Holbrook Foodbank, part of the Boxbourne Foodbank. They're desperately in need of stuff. UHT milk, squash, tea, coffee, tin spaghetti, vegetables. Yeah, I am reading this. Sorry. Meat, fruit, dried rice, jam and biscuits. They need all of that. I've not been volunteering there as much as I'd like to because of other commitments, and obviously it's ridiculous that people have to rely on food banks in the first place. But that aside, if they do provide a vital service, and if you can donate anything, please do. I know that there are collection points at Tesco, and I'm trying to find out if there are any others. Shop local for Christmas. Contrary to popular belief, our town centre isn't all cafes and beauty salons. There are some other things as well. So support our local businesses if you can. There's Toby the Great, which is tucked away by the Quaker Lane car park, doing fudge, lots of fudge, lots and lots and lots of fudge. If you know people who are into fudge, buy your fudge from there. There's a White Witch, which is an enduring local business, been around since '99, I think. They do a lot of new age stuff, and no, I was into that briefly in the '90s. I've got the runestones to prove it. But yeah, that's a good little local business, well worth supporting if you know people who are into that sort of thing. You know, there's Patsy Bell. You know, they do a lot of shiny stuff. Not my bag, but it's a lot of people's bag. So, you know, have a look down our town centre before you go off to Amazon. Our small businesses need your support, and this is a brilliant time of year to support them if you can. Also, why not go to the Epping Forest District Museum? Have a look at the Walter Spradbury exhibition. If you haven't already, you really should anyway. And buy a couple of things on the way out. A couple of mementos, a couple of gifts for people. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Right, Green Party stuff. I'm standing in next year's District Council elections for Waltham Abbey South West Ward. We've been doing quite a lot of newsletter delivery, which we always do anyway, just to keep you up to date with stuff. And doing 60-second surveys, which are very quick. Just knock on someone's door, say, if we leave this with you, can you fill it in? We'll pick it up in half an hour. If you can help with any of that, it would be very much appreciated. I've got a crowdfunder as well for the campaign, because these things do cost money. If you can chip into that, that would be great. As you can see from what I do, what I will do if I'm elected. So if you like what I do, please support me. If you don't, don't. Anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. If you think other people would appreciate the info here, please share it. Thank you very much.